Giannis Antetokounmpo became just the fourth player in NBA history with 500 points, 250 rebounds, and 100 assists in a single postseason, joining Tim Duncan, Charles Barkley, and Larry Bird. The champion that is Perkins, the Hall of Famer that is Michael Wilbon, back with us. What has Giannis Antetokounmpo shown us in this series, Mike Wilbon?
Greatness, especially when he's coming off an injury, the hyperextended knee, Stephen A., where he thought he was going to miss a year. I mean, to have him in this series, we didn't think when the series started, you and I were debating whether or not he should even be trying to play because we were scared for him.
I thought he shouldn't have played till game 3.
Man, I mean, he has been great from the opening bell. The first game sort of wasn't the high bar that we're accustomed to him clearing. But after that, he's shown us greatness. And, you know, he stayed here. He could have gone to put his own super team together in a place that other folks consider more glamorous. He stayed here in Milwaukee as a child of the Midwest. I admire and appreciate him doing that. I really do.
I'm sure you do. Kendrick, Perkins, what has Giannis shown you in this NBA Finals series, sir?
Well, the word dominant is one, right? We already know how dominant he is as far as what he's done on the basketball court. But when you talk about the other things, I'm talking about character. His post-game, his interviews, the way he's been delivering the gospel, preaching about a winning and humility and things to that nature. I've been learning something from Giannis. And the last thing I learned from Giannis is sacrifice. I watched him go from being a point forward, a dual forward type player, to sacrificing and going to the center position in this series because it's best for his team. And when I'm watching Giannis do work, I'm watching Giannis put himself last, put his teammates before him, embrace Drew Holiday, embrace Chris Middleton, and let them lead the way at times and take a back seat. I'm watching this man and I'm saying, you know what? This kid is going to continue to be special, but the NBA, Stephen A., like you said earlier today, is in good hands with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Perk, Wilbon, let me tell you what I've learned about Giannis that I find to be so special. It's just a level of intestinal fortitude. When we think about the conversations that we were having to Ben Simmons, and it's certainly not to knock him, but you saw a guy that was struggling for the free throw line to the point where he didn't want the ball because he was fearful of getting fouled. You transitioned to Giannis Antetokounmpo. You booed him, counting down the amount of time it took him to shoot free throws. He kept attacking the basket, kept wanting to get to the line. No matter what they said about him, he kept attacking, kept coming downhill, forcing you to contend with him, or at least try to find a way to do so. He doesn't care about the scrutiny. He invites it, and I think that's an ingredient for greatness that can't be ignored. With that being said, Mike Wilbon, if the finals are to end tonight, is he your MVP of the NBA Finals?
Most likely. I mean, Drew Holiday could do something special. Middleton could do something special. Those guys have had great series where they have had impact on a game specifically, multiple times. But Giannis goes into this game, I think, is the favorite, Stephen A., given the plays he makes. I mean, the dunk, the dunk comes after the block. I mean, the block was perhaps a series-changing play. When you change a series or one of the all-time great plays, you go into the night as the favorite to wind up coming out of here, if your team wins, as the MVP.
Perkins, who's your MVP if the finals were to end tonight?
Well, you know, it's going to be Giannis, but Chris Middleton is going to be a close second. And here's why. If Chris Middleton happens to have a historical night, like dropping 40, then we have to really consider him as the MVP candidate. But I'm going with Giannis. And not only if they win the night is Giannis have my first choice of Finals MVP, I'm also going with Giannis as knocking at the door as one of the best power forwards to ever play the game of basketball. And I'm talking top 10. Yeah, I said.
I got to tell you this. He would be my MVP, but I agree with Perk that Middleton would be a close second because of the big games that Middleton has had in this series. What resonates with me about Giannis, however, is his playmaking ability. Why? Because that's what we're talking about when we talk about CP3 in terms of at times not knowing your personnel, or with Devin Booker at times playing hero ball. We haven't accused Giannis of either. He's been formidable when he needed to, and he's deferred when he's needed to. Even on a rebound he could have grabbed, he knows that Middleton and Holiday are better free throw shooters than him, but he still tapped the ball out to them. This is the kind of stuff that you see Giannis does. It's a block, it's a tap out, it's an alley-oop slam and an and one play. It's all those different things. He's beating you in a myriad of ways, and that's why I would have to give the edge to the man averaging 32 and 12 coming into Game 6 of this NBA Finals.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.